make a sample cityscape using a SketchBook app on the iPad. So here I have the SketchBook app. I'm going to open that up. Here's one I was working on earlier, but let's start a new one. I'm going to make a new sketch. These presets are going to be just fine. So I hit create, save the sketch that I had. Okay, so here I have a blank piece of paper, make it a little bigger. I want to add a photo, so I'm going to go up here to the top, the little mountains plus item here. Here's my pictures, so here's my Los Angeles cityscape right there. I kind of like where it is with the border around the outside, so I'm just going to click done. Now I'm going to move my layers around a little bit. Over here on the right hand side, move this layer up, and I'm going to add up the top another layer. Here in this second layer, I'm going to do my paint bucket, just up here at the top, looks like a paint bucket. And I just want to change the color on that, make it kind of a bluish white. And then we just paint bucket the layer, boom. Now if I tap the layer, I can adjust the opacity right here, kind of put it where I want it, about halfway. And then I'm ready to start my project. I'm going to go up here to the third layer. I've chosen, this is a technical pen from the basic brush set, size 2. I do want to change my color. I'm going to make it black. Now instead of just drawing the buildings freehand, I'm going to use one of the tools that's available here in SketchBook. I click on the shapes and I click on the little line. It'll help me make straight lines and shapes. So watch what happens. Now if I drag like so, you see the little dotted line will make my shapes nice and clean and straight. Now I'm going kind of fast here because I'm making a demo, but you can see, and you could change your color, you could change your style, but you start to see the buildings take shape and how the buildings are made out of various different shapes, mostly rectangles. But as I keep going, I get more and more of them. And you start to see your LA skyline taking shape with your shapes. Like so. Now again, I'm going kind of quickly here, so some of these are not coming out as good as I would like. We'll get boy, that one's really crooked. Okay, but if I go back and I click on my paper layer here, click it again, I can raise my opacity, and you start to see my city skyline coming into view, made out of shapes. Now, of course, you could also go back. I might be tempted to make another layer and then use like a pencil or something without the shapes tool to go back later and, like maybe sketch in some mountains and maybe do some of the sky, things like that. Okay, and then maybe do some of these little details down here in the bottom to give you some texture and add some interest to this image. You do it kind of whatever you think is going to look good. Take your time, do a good job, look for the shapes, have fun, good luck.